Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Tuesday, January 26, 2021. This is episode number 181 of the show as we roll our way to episode number 200. Thank you guys for being here. I very much appreciate it. I forgot to turn the camera on, and then I saw you. Barry's late. Shut the fuck up. The show will start when it starts, you crybaby bitches. I already need a shot. I'm angry this morning, okay? I'm mad this morning because I wake up to this fledgling YouTube fuckface Jake Paul. We're going to get into it. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. But we are. But until we do, well, you know, listen, I try to keep it cleanish. Ray wants to know, did everyone get a football square? That's a great point. Let's start with the football squares. I didn't expect that at all. So Jen was like, Barry, we need to do football squares for Barry on Deck. So I was like, cool, let's do it. That's a great idea, Jen. So she's like, I got this, famo. So she took it and we filled them up in like that. And so we were like, oh shit, well, let's do a second squares. And she was like, yeah, let's do it. So we created a second one. I mean, within 24 hours, basically, I think we filled up 2 squares, 200. We sold 200 squares. And look, we're not getting a dime off of this. Every single penny goes back to the winners. So it's not like this is a profitable endeavor for Barry on Deck or me or Jen or any of that. This is just us having Super Bowl squares because that's fun to do. So we are now on our 3rd card. So if you want to get in on the action, if you want to get in on the Super Bowl squares, that's not supposed to be up. That's my bad. That was the beginning of the show. Then I need you to email Jen. All right. It's jen@barryondeck.com. Super easy. JENN @barryondeck.com. We're doing a 3rd one, and goddamn it, I mean it this time. No more. We said no more after 2, but then we still had a lot of outstanding emails where people didn't sign up yet. So this is it. 300 squares is enough. It's plenty for Jen to keep up with. This was just supposed to be like, everybody got 1 square. Do we know 100 people? Oh my god. And now we're on sheet number 3. So jen@barryondeck.com. I'll throw it on the screen real quick, just so you have it. Right there. Just email her, and then she'll get you taken care of. She'll send you an email. It's super easy to sign up. She just emails you a link, and you go there, and you put name in, and you log. It's super easy. Super easy. So I'm on the middle one. Nora's on this 3rd one. I'm on the 2nd one. But yeah, you guys get on it, man. If you haven't gotten squares yet, email jen@barryondeck.com. Super easy. You will get in on the squares action. I know, like Ray, my brother-in-law Ray is in. My sister-in-law Nancy is in. Nora and I are in. I think Jenny's mom is going to get some squares on the 3rd card. She's still, Kobo from Kobo's Q is still outstanding and is going to get some. What else? My brother-in-law Vincent in Arkansas, the Arkansas PD, he's Little Rock PD, I should say. He's got some squares. So that's just my famo is in on it. So you guys, we only got 67 left on the 3rd card. You better get in on this shit, bitches. I'm telling you right now. I haven't even put this on my Facebook to let my friends in on it yet. So once I do that, they're going to go. So I'm hesitating. I'm waiting. Get in on the squares while you can still get in. There's literally only 67 left on card number 3. And again, this isn't anything for profit for Barry on Deck or the show or anything. This is just for fun. So we're just doing this because it's what we do on this show. We like to do shit. So get in on the squares. Get with Jen. She'll take care of you. White Magic said I've never played. Bro, it's super easy. What you do is you pick a square and then you wait. That's literally it. There's no magic to it. There's nothing. Unless you're superstitious, which I'm kind of stitious. Shout out to The Office. That's my favorite joke of all time. Yeah, it's, there's nothing to it. So you'll be fine. Ray said friends. You mean Oliver? Bro, he don't like me. He's not even my friend. P. Jones said, yeah, they fill up fast. I wanted to get on the second board. They was gone. Well, there's a third board, P. Jones, so get in on that one. All right, get in on that one. Jeremy Vinegar said, did I get first today? Well, I'm glad you asked, Jeremy Vinegar. No, you raggedy bitch. You did not get first. Keith Sager, my lawn talk aficionado, was first in on the chat today and first like and first super chat. So Keith hitting it big with the Triple Crown. Mark it down, Jeff Bell. We have another one in the mix for the most Triple Crowns for the year. So Keith Sager, you are the greatest deckhead of all time for the next 2 hours. Congratulations, my friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your super chat too. It's very much appreciated. Let's do the chat though. Let's do that because then I want to talk about this video game thing going on here that we're doing as well. But let's get to the chat real quick, shall we? You know, before we do this, I've noticed some names missing as of late, and I hope you guys are just busy. I hope everyone's okay, and I hope some of you that showed up on a almost daily basis and I haven't seen in a while are doing good. And I hope you're just watching this later. And sorry, my Spicy Boy shirt's a bit tight, and it's riding up my backside. Then my tramp stamp is showing, so I had to pull. But I've noticed some names missing, so I hope you guys are good. That's all I'm saying. I'm not, why aren't you showing up? I'm just saying I hope you're good. I hope everything's okay. And if it's not, reach out to me, and I'll see what I can do to help. All right, let's do the chat. What up, Katie? Oh, you almost had it. I got you $1. Katie was second. Alan Denson, Total Dallas, I see you. What's up, man? Who else is here? Brandon Martinez. That's speaking of guys that weren't showing up a lot. I'm glad to have you back, buddy. Stephen Luther is here. Gregory Vega Jr. Tell Pops I said, what's up, dog? Jeff Bell, I see you. Incarnate One, sup? Uriel Villanueva, Truck Driver Pookie, Eric Resendez, G-Man. What up, big dog? John Dory, Eric Elman, Donna. Hi, Donna. How are you, sweetie? Hello, Sid. Hello. Francisco Obarca, with the new coffee mug idea. Pretty dope. And Francisco wants to put Waiting on Barry on a coffee mug. And after today, you can go fuck yourself. You know what's sad is I was up at 9 o'clock today. Still late. Just shit to do. Sorry. Shit happens. What up, Joe Pro? Good to have you live, buddy. SVG's in the building. There's Jen. Hello, Jen. Hi, Jen. D-Mata is here complaining about being late. Raggedy bitch. Rick C's in the building. Rudolph Rodriguez. Sanitizer. Wash hands. Social distance. Listen to the man, you raggedy bitches. What up, Justin Kelm? What's up, big dog? Aaron J. Bryant's in the building. Wallace Wills. Mimi. Hi, sweetie. How are you, Mimi? Eric Keener is here. Afternoon to you, my friend. Sylvia. Hello, y'all. Sylvia's killing it in the comments. I just want you to know, Joe Pro has been the man. If Joe Pro is the man of the comments, Sylvia is the lady of the comments. CC's starting to catch up too. But yeah, the comment section has been busy, and for that I appreciate it, because y'all know the YouTube algorithm loves comments. I don't know why. So yeah, Donna said, what happened to Manny? That's a good question, because you see this one package over here that I'm pointing to? That one package is Manny's, and he said he never got, remember when I sent out swag to all the vets just because? He said he never got his, so I created a new swag bag for him, and then I was like, hey, I just want to make sure I have the right address since there was the mix-up on the last one. Hadn't heard from him since. So if anybody talks to Manny, tell his ass to answer me on the Discord so I can get his stuff to him, would you please? That would be appreciated. Eric Keener, thank you for the super chat, dude. Very much appreciated. Wow, very, very much appreciated. Very generous of you, my friend. He said, Barry, I've been out of the loop as far as the podcast, but followed your ESPN stuff. Wanted to send some love, big dog. Glad to see you're doing well. Eric, thank you, man. Life could not be better. I miss my family and friends over at ESPN, but dude, this is amazing. This Barry on Deck venture and leap of faith has just been, to borrow a phrase from my buddy Joe Blank, phenomenal. And the deckheads have rallied, the former suspects, now deckheads, they've rallied around me and made me feel all kinds of ways, and it's been great. So I appreciate you with your kind words and super chat, and the support has been amazing, and the show is growing, and we're about to launch an entire network of shows, and we're about to launch a what's it called? A nonprofit organization where we're going to benefit other charities in the area. So things could not be going better. Now, sure, could I be rich and famous? Yeah, but let's face it, I wasn't doing that shit in radio, so why start now, right? What up, Luis? Thank you, buddy. Yeah, the shirt is that's my dog. That's my dude. I think I got another super chat in here before we get to the games thing here. What did I miss? I know I missed one. Damn it. Where is it? I feel like there it is. Joe Pro. Screw it. Let's have drinks. Cheers. Lamb bomb. Fine, Joe Pro. I'll drink with you. I don't give a shit. Let's go. This time, though, and because it's Joe Pro, and let's be real, Joe Pro doesn't get to make every live show. Joe Pro misses a lot of shows. He's got to respond in the comments, and he's late. So Daddy added something to the liquor cabinet over there. Oh, what? Oh, yes, he did. So Joe Pro, we're going to shoot Silver Patron in your honor today for the super chat. Everybody get your drinks out. It's 2:15. That's plenty of time to be drinking. What are you talking about? I'm not supposed to have Patron at 2:15 in the afternoon. What do you mean, Mom? Joe Pro, to you holding it down in the comments section, to everybody that does go and is making more of an effort to leave comments, just in case the YouTube algorithm decides to give a fuck about this show. Otherwise, fuck YouTube as a staff record label and as a crew. As for the rest of you, I love you too. Cheers, everybody. Happy Tuesday. So good. I forgot I had lime. I should have went and got a lime. Damn it. It's good shit. Matthew said, I'm not a fan of Patron, Don Julio, or Q. I don't know. I don't know. I know what Don Julio is, but I don't know about that other one. Q, Quiz. I feel like those guys trying to say quinoa on that commercial. Hey, Patron's good. Don't knock it. It's smooth. They say, oh, you're just peeing for the name. Listen, all I know is when I drink it, I don't go, oh, fuck. So it's good for me. It's got me warm in my belly. Incarnate said, nice. A Patron-shaped water bottle. You raggedy bitch. Oh, it's dusty. Oh, no, that's just the stuff on the glass. No, not a Patron-shaped water bottle. That is actual tequila. My words will be slurring here shortly. Don't worry. What up, Walt? All right. One more thing I wanted to talk about before we get to the sports headlines, and then I start talking this weirdo Jake Paul. I did want to say, I don't have anything yet, but the response so far at my request for video games has been amazing. So I just want to say thank you to all the deckheads. And thank you to everybody that plans on sending games. But if you didn't know, let me remind you, I am donating my PS4. Now that I have a PS5, I'm donating my PS4 to the Bay Area Turning Point, which is a shelter for women and children and even men in that case that suffer from domestic violence and sexual violence, sexual assault. And it's a way for them to get out of those toxic relationships and try to start over and build anew. And Bay Area Turning Point is one of those places around here that goes under the radar. They don't get a ton of support. A lot of people don't know about them, but they are doing amazing things for people in our area that need help. So what I thought is, they have kids at the shelter all the time. Those kids don't have anything to do. Kids love video games. Not only is it fun, it's a great escape as well. And I wanted to make sure that these kids have something to do. So I thought, I could sell my PS4. I could give it to a buddy or whatever, but I couldn't think of anything better to do than to give it to the Bay Area Turning Point and let the kids there take their mind off of their situation for a little while. But the problem is I don't have many video games. All of my games are digital. So I go online and buy them and then download them. I think I have a copy of Madden and MLB The Show, and I think The Witcher or something like that. But I just don't have a lot of games, so I need your help in getting together PS4 games so that I can take them down to the shelter. So what I need from you is I need you to find your old PS4 games that you're not playing anymore, put them in a box and get them into the mail to me. My address is on the screen, 3431 Rayford Road, Suite 200-416, Spring, Texas 77386. That is my official P.O. box. You can send me anything. Don't be creepy. But please send me some PS4 games for these kids. The deadline is February 15th. That way I'll know. If I don't have it by the 15th, well, we just didn't get it. I will say this. I have had someone step up and offer a Wii. I believe it was the Reverend Lord Chris Householder III. I believe it was Jibby John that was offered up an Xbox Slim, an Xbox 360 Slim. I would have to go back and look. Correct me if I'm wrong if it wasn't Jibby John. But you guys are now starting to bring forth your own consoles. And now I'm thinking the wheels are turning, and I'm like, well, I'm sure there's other shelters with kids in them that could need this. So don't stop. I'm just saying don't stop. If you've got a console laying around that you don't use anymore, that you think could be of use, send it to me. Get it to me, and I will get it to the right people, and we'll make sure that these kids that are in unfortunate situations and through no fault of their own, they've got a bad parent that's doing terrible things to the other parent, and they're out of there. So I want to just have a little house. You're the man, bro. Like, you're the man. If you had extra TVs, don't ship it. I'll come get it. I don't know. Let me talk to Bay Area Turning Point and see what kind of room they have. And we'll go from there. And even if I just need to store it and then we can find some other shelters to get this stuff too, I'm down to do that as well, House. So I'll let you and I talk. And again, if you have anything along those lines, please feel free to send it to me. And CC said, Barry, they sent Dallas Cowboy fan club or fans of Houston or fan club of Houston, whatever it is, DCFH. They sent them a beautiful thank you note. They're the best, man. I tell you, I'm not going to lie to you. When we had our conference call after the streamathon and after we bought them all the stuff that we bought them, they just wanted to reach out because they had been dealing with Jen a lot. They really hadn't talked to me yet. I had never met anybody from the organization. I just know Jen found them along with Jerry's help, and we just hit the ground running with them, and I never got to meet anybody. But when we had that call and those ladies, they started crying. And just you don't really know how much people appreciate something until you're able to talk to them and look them in the eyes. And when these ladies talked, you just felt like, God, man, we did the right thing. Listen, as deckheads and as a show and as a family and as a community, we could not have picked a better organization and charity because some people, I'll be honest, I'm not going to name names. I've donated to some organizations and it just felt like, oh yeah, just put it over there. Thanks. Next. Who's next? Yeah, just throw it over there. Next. Like there was no appreciation for it because everybody donated. But in the case of Bay Area Turning Point, I can't even begin to tell you the vibe that you get from them. They're like, oh my God, thank you so much. I mean, they cried because I said we were sending them more stuff. They just, it was amazing. The phone call let me know we did the right thing. So thanks to everybody that helped us do that, man, because we really are helping some people that really do need that help. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know either, House, but let's you and I will talk and we'll figure it out. We'll set up a place or something. Hell, if I got to come get them, here come Patron tears. No, not gonna cry. But House, hell, even if I just need to come get it and hold it in the office or something until I can figure out where we can get it, I'm happy to do that, man. So, all right, let's get to the sports. That's enough of all that sappy stuff. Let's get to the sports headlines of the day. Did you guys know that Cole Beasley played with a broken leg in the AFC Championship game? I mean, it kind of showed a little bit. But listen, he balled out for a dude with a broke-ass leg. That's pretty. How many of you would play with a broke? Man, I get like a hangnail, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to cancel the show. Oh. Props to Cole Beasley for manning up. My concern was, like, could he break it worse? Which I'm sure he could. It was a broke-ass leg. But that's pretty scary knowing you're going out there with a crack in a bone and you're playing football. Yeesh. If the Super Bowl goes to overtime, Buffalo Wild Wings is going to give everyone in America 6 free wings. Yes. I mean, look, I could probably eat like 18. 6 is a start, but at least I don't have to pay for those 6, right? And it's Buffalo Wild Wings. You could do worse, but there's way better wings than that. I mean, if we're being honest, there's way better wings than that. But hey, free wings are free wings. Why, Luis said, I still don't fuck with Buffalo Wild Wings. Why not? Did they do something racist? I'm curious. Rev says, I've been gaming with a messed up shoulder. You got a sprained thumb. Nana said, Big City Wings or Wingstop. Joe Pro said, thank you for your sacrifice. Oh, they're the ones that called them cheaters. Oh, yeah, well, you know what? Free wings are free wings. Who gives a fuck? Guys, come on. The Astros didn't do shit for you. Fuck them. You mean to tell me none of y'all are going to like be in the closet and be like, man, fuck Buffalo Wild Wings. Hey, can I get 6 wings free? Please, thank you. Fuck that place. Like, look. They threw shade at the Astros. They talk shit about the Astros. I'm going to still get my free wings. Exactly, House. I'm going to still get my free wings. You know what I'll do? I'll be like, hey, thanks for the free wings because I ain't spending shit in here because you talk shit to the Astros, but I'll take my free wings. Fuck them. And I'm with you. Big City. Let's see. Who was saying Big City Wings is my shit? Love Big City Wings. Wingstop. Yes. Donna, I'm with you. Those are my 2 as well. Big City Wings or Wingstop. And if anybody else out there has a wing place you want me to try, let's chat. But it's who I'm fucking with. That's who I'm rocking with. I go every Tuesday with the garlic palm wings. Yeah. Okay. Please tip your waitress even if you get the free wings. Yes, that's true. Just get them to go. Don't even go in there. All right, so back to the sports headlines. Shaka Smart has tested positive for COVID-19. And if you recall, he's the head coach of University of Texas basketball program. And the Chiefs, Le'Veon Bell and Sammy Watkins, and the Bucks, Antonio Brown and Antoine Winfield Jr. are all expected to play in the Super Bowl. It looks like all hands on deck. Obviously, we talked about Eric Fisher being out with a torn Achilles, so he's not going to play. But those that were questionable or got hurt or what have you are now expected all to play in the Super Bowl. The weeks to heal up, so that's good news. We'll see how it goes. Boy, a couple of former Steelers, the mighty fall from grace, all of a sudden playing in the Super Bowl. So that against each other too, no less. That's pretty cool. So not a COVID cough. D-Mata said he likes Hooters wings. I ain't gonna lie. Hooters wings are really, really good and probably underrated when we talk wings because Big City Wings and Wingstops are legit. Hooters wings used to be good when they were the big full-size wings, and then they switched to the regular wings, and I don't know if they switched the formulas or their flavors, but it felt like it went downhill after that. I'm just being honest. 713 Hooligan said, I'll trade somebody 6 free wings for an ice-cold beer while we're there. There you go. There you go. I've never had Pluckers, White Magic. Never had Pluckers. Mark G said Hooters Daytona wings. I just get the hot. I don't know. White Magic, stop spamming the chat with that bullshit. They're not going to appear just because you said it 3 times in a row. They're not Beetlejuice. Yeah, Big City Wings best in Houston. I mean, Wingstop is pretty legit. Wingstop is my favorite from Wingstop is the garlic parmesan, but your burps afterwards, oh my god, your burps after the garlic parmesan Wingstop wings, game over. They're awful. I guess I need to try Pluckers. I guess I'll try Pluckers. I mean, I haven't, but I'll try it. All right, let's get to this story because is this dude ever going to just go away? Jake Paul is out here trying to pass himself off as a boxer. And anyone that knows dick all about boxing can watch his fight against Nate Robinson, and it was clear that Jake Paul has no business being in a boxing ring. His technique is ass. It's garbage. I've seen bums fight on the street that have better boxing technique than Jake Paul. It's fucking ridiculous. This dude is doing nothing more than getting fights based off of his name. He fought a basketball star that was 4'3". He fought Tattoo. Good for you. You fought Webster, Jake Paul. No one gives a fuck that you knocked that dude out. You should have knocked him out. You had like 3 feet in height on the dude. And now he's out here. He's taking a fight against Ben Askren. And he's like, yeah, everybody said because I knocked out Nate that it wasn't legit. You're not legit, Jake. You're a goddamn sideshow. You're a clown. You're the bearded lady at a circus. You're one of those freak show exhibits. No one takes you serious in the combat sports world. Nobody. You're a joke. It's an absolute joke. This is a cash grab. And what you're doing is garbage. You're out here, so you take a fight against a guy, a former MMA fighter, who's really nothing more than a wrestler in MMA. Ask anybody that knows anything about MMA, they'll tell you Ben Askren's striking is absolute garbage. You might as well take it on Michael Phelps and boxed him. Ben Askren probably has as good a striking as Michael Phelps does. So don't sit on Twitter in your little bubble where you talk all your shit about how great you are just to sell pay-per-view buys and act like you're fighting a legitimate boxing striker. You're not. You went out and found a washed-up MMA guy who's 108 years old, who has no striking abilities whatsoever. In fact, if you want to make it interesting, fight him in an MMA match, Jake. You're such a badass. You're such a tough guy. Fight him in MMA. You won't, because he'll wrestle fuck the shit out of you. It's absolute ass what you're doing to this sport. You are making a Travis Sham mockery of this fucking sport. And boxing doesn't need it. Because the problem is people that are fringe boxing fans don't know the difference. They don't know that you suck so bad at this sport. So he's out here getting people to spend good money to watch this clown-ass boxing match that he puts on, and then they go, oh, so that's boxing. So my hope is that people don't buy this garbage-ass fight. Spend it on a real fight. Spend it on real boxers. Spend the money on real people that train, that have combat backgrounds. Not a fucking YouTube star that was like, hey, I got fist. I can do this. Pew, 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 pew. The fuck out of here, dude. You're garbage. You're ass. You won't fight anybody with real skill. And spare me that calling out Conor McGregor bullshit. You and I both know that dude wasn't taking that fight, and you better be fucking happy he didn't. Jesus Christ, this makes me so mad when I see this sideshow Bob bullshit that these dudes do. Like, stay in your lane. Make YouTube videos, go to a forest and offend people and their culture and show dead people on your fucking YouTube show. But stop boxing, because that's the real atrocity here. That's the real offense here. I know you went to the suicide forest and showed dead people, but the real offense is watching you box. That's the real offense. And anyone that pays for it, shame on you. I mean, look, if you bootleg it and watch it, cool. I'm not going to stop you. Nobody should pay for this garbage ass fight. Nobody. Steal it. This is the one time I'll encourage you to steal something. Steal this fight. Don't pay for it. Because fuck him. Fuck these promoters trying to make a quick buck off of people who maybe just want to enjoy a good combat sport. And then they got to watch this fucking clown come in and fight a washed up has-been with no boxing skills whatsoever. It's ass. It is absolute ass. People like fight Jake Paul. I'm 46 and fat. I'm not fighting Jake Paul, but I bet I'd have just as good a shot as fucking Ben Askren. And to be honest with you, Jake Paul's boxing don't fucking scare me. It shouldn't scare anybody. Did you see? Bro, do you guys remember when I did the film session showing people fighting and I taught you the get off me move? It's just the windmill. You tuck your chin down and yell, get off me. That's literally what Jake Paul looked like in his last fight against Nate Robinson. He literally used my technique. He literally stole the get off me. If you see someone, a boxer, a boxer, throw a punch like this, they ain't a fucking boxer. They're a YouTube clown pretending like they're a boxer. Get the fuck out of here. Pack up all your shit and get the fuck out of here. It's ridiculous. Brandon Martinez said, how do you feel about Jake Paul? Fuck Jake Paul. And it's not even his YouTube. Good for him. I'm glad he's doing what he's doing. Like, make all your money on YouTube, but stay out of boxing. You know what I'm sick of? Here's the things that piss me off. I'm sick of clowns like Jake Paul that think they can go from being a fucking YouTube star with no real talent other than being on YouTube and then say, I can be a boxer. Or if he doesn't go the boxing route, then he's like, you know what? I could be a stand-up comic. And then they go on stage and they bomb for 7 fucking minutes. And then they're like, get it done, or whatever the fuck their shtick is. Shout out Larry the Cabo guy. He's legit, but whatever their fucking character or shtick is, now all of a sudden they're a fucking comedian. And then all their fans show up and go, God damn, this guy is ass. Just stick to YouTube. Because on stage, you're awful. That's what this is the equivalent of. This is the equivalent of a celebrity, Jeremy Piven. Did I say a name out loud? Or a fucking washed up wrestler, Jake the Snake. Did I say another name out loud? Or a fucking YouTube star, that Southern Mama bullshit dude. Did I say another name out loud? I don't even know his fucking name. This is the equivalent of them being like, you know what? I'm going to do comedy now. Jokety joke. And then they go out there and they eat shit, but their fans don't care because they're their fans. But it's an atrocity and a sham what they're doing. And it's sad to see that they're using comedy, that some of us work our fucking ass off. Do you know how many boxers are out there right now going, so you mean I spend every fucking waking moment of my life since I was 8 years old dedicated to this sport, and this fucking schmo just shows up and is like, hey guys, I got fists. I'm a boxer now. Give me big fights. Let me make money. It's awful. I hate it. I hate it so much. Which one? I feel like I did a couple there. Incarnate said he's dying here. I'm telling you, sometimes I knew I was pissed. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to say. I want you to know none of that was planned. That's just how I felt. How I feel. I'm sure I could probably write down a better rant, but I just have to speak from the heart. And from the bottom of my heart, fuck Jake Paul for trying to pass himself off as a boxer. It's ass. Just stick to YouTube. I'm not mad at you for being a YouTube star. That's your lane, but fucking stay in it. Stay in it. Because you are not a boxer. Anyone with 2 fucking working eyes can see that. Too bad you can't. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Red bomb! That's the thing is Matt Poche's like he should get in there in the ring with Floyd. But bro, I'm going to tell you right now, Jake Paul isn't fighting anybody with any boxing skills. We're all in agreement on that, right? I mean, this is why he fights another fucking wannabe in Nate Robinson or Ben Askren, who's a fucking MMA wrestler. He's not fighting a legitimate boxer. I don't give a Mike Tyson. Fight Mike Tyson, Jake, you big badass. Mike hadn't been in the ring in forever. I'm telling you right now. What happened? Where am I? I went out for a minute. Where am I? I don't know what happened. Where am I? What happened? One day, Jake Paul will run across one of these videos and call out Barry. I'm not fighting Jake Paul because you know why, Wallace Wilkes? I'm not a boxer. I stay in my lane. I make jokes and talk shit on YouTube. That's my lane. That's what I do. So I'm not going to play Jake Paul's stupid ass wannabe fucking Make-A-Wish game where he's out there like, I've always wanted to be a boxer, but now I got people that'll pay for the fights so I can go out and fight chumps and nobodies and pretend like I'm a boxer. It's not what I do. I'm not doing it. We got nose flares too. Did I fucking get, what happened? Did my nose flare up? No, Matt, Ben does not have stand-up game. Don't get it twisted. Ben Askren has no stand-up whatsoever. And MMA striking is different than boxing striking. And it's not the same, Matt Poche. That's why he took this fight. Because he knows that Ben Askren can't throw a punch. He knows. He doesn't have to worry about Ben Askren grabbing a single leg and pulling his ass to the ground and then just wrestle fucking him until he dies. That's exactly what it is, Eric. Easy fights for Jake. And then he's going to be out here thumping his chest and fucking, you guys say I couldn't do it. Bitch, you can't do it against anybody with any fucking skill. That's what you can't do. White Magic said I'd roll with Barry to get him some views. I wouldn't do that, though. I'm not that gimmicky guy. I mean, you guys know me well enough to know I'll do some stuff. I'll do some crazy shit. I'll snort chocolate on air or try to eat, 18 packs of Reese's, and that's all fun, but that's in my lane. That's what I do. I'm not going to be like, hey guys, I'm going to tour as a rock star. No, that's not what I do. It's a fucking joke. He's a fucking joke. And he doesn't even know it. He thinks he legitimately, I know guys like this. I've known them in combat sports. This dude legitimately thinks he's a badass. Jake Paul is walking around like, I'm the baddest man on the planet. I'll fight anybody. I don't give a fuck. He's an ass. Rev said, I'm challenging Barry to a leg wrestling contest live. That is the weirdest, most wildly erotic thing. No. Why? Why? No. Go leg wrestle with another dude, House. I ain't the one. Walton, I figured this guy was an entertainer creating multiple streams of income. That's the problem, though, Walt. That's my whole beef with this guy. Is he's getting into a different lane, right? It's like when celebrities think they can do comedy and then people don't know any better and they go to that comedy show because they just see a name on the Improv website and they're like, hey, there's someone at the Houston Improv tonight. Let's go. And then they show up and it's one of these YouTube fuckfaces that can't craft a joke to save their fucking life. And they're up there like, I'm a Southern mama. Look at me. I'm funny. Boop, 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 boop. And then everybody's like, this is fucking awful. I'm never going to another comedy show as long as I live. I'll just stay home and watch Kevin Hart videos. This is garbage. And that's the problem, is because some people will find a link to this boxing match and be like, oh, there's boxing? I haven't watched a boxing fight in a while. And they're going to watch that and be like, what the fuck is wrong with this? Is why I stopped watching boxing. This is garbage ass fights. That's the big problem with this. I've said too much. Incarnate says, I wonder if Jake Paul has a burger named after him with peanut butter on it. Huh? And that they spell his name wrong on the menu, no less. That was the best part. It's like, Mama, I made it. I got my own. What the fuck? They didn't even spell my name right. Oh my God. Truck driver Pookie said, oh, but you won't snort cinnamon toast crunch dust. Get out of the lane. No, I'm not snorting cinnamon toast crunch. Look, truck driver Pookie, I'm not some dancing street monkey where you're like, here's $1, boy, do what I say. No, not fucking doing that. You don't know me well enough, apparently. I'm not going to do it just because you say I'm going to do it. Andy Huggins said, no, I'm the baddest man on the planet. That's a fact. Y'all don't want Hug Dog to drop them bees on you. I've seen him throw fists. You don't want it. Chandler said, I just like to see people fight. It's the reason I bought bum fights as a teenager. Oh, my God. Just look, I just know too many people in too many areas of entertainment that do this kind of crossover bullshit. And he doesn't care about boxing. He doesn't love boxing. Just like Jeremy Piven and Jake the Snake Roberts don't love comedy. It's an opportunity to do something that they're not good at, that they want to do, and they have the backing to be able to do it. And I'm sure I'm going to be barred from forever from being able to open for Jeremy Piven again. Oh, tragedy. But that's the problem. Like, that would be like me saying, you know what? I've always wanted to be a singer. So I'm going to teach myself 3 chords on the piano. And then I'm just going to start doing concerts. And I'll get an opening act that's a legitimate band to open for me and bring their friends. And then I'm going to fucking destroy everybody's eardrums for the next hour while I live a dream that I'm not supposed to be living because I didn't stay in my fucking lane. I don't go around like, man, I like buying stocks. You know what? I'm a financial advisor. Everybody send me your money. It's just, it's asinine. But this guy's got a following, so now he can do anything he wants to do. It doesn't work like that. It shouldn't work like that. Reverend said, does this mean you think I should cancel my stand-up set? No, because as soon as you do it, they'll cancel you. So don't, you just go ahead and do it. Josh said, hold on just a second. You said Jake the Snake is doing comedy. Is this for real? Yeah, it's like, ask Huggins. Hug Dog is in the chat. Ask Huggins his feelings on people crossing over into comedy that have no business crossing over into comedy. I'm telling you, it's an affront, and it's disrespectful to those of us that spend years working on this. Years. Do you know how disrespectful it is that this dude just 2 years ago, he goes, hey, I'm going to box. And now he's getting cards, and guys that have been working their ass off for opportunities are sitting at home that same night because Jake Paul decided, I think I could throw fists. I'm a boxer now. It's just like on a Thursday night at the Houston Improv because they have an opening and fucking Mankind comes into town telling his wrestle stories on stage when you could be putting up young comics that have the opportunity. No, and I get it. Look, it's the job of the improv to put butts in seats. I understand that. That's the business of it. Thank you, Hug Dog. Andy Huggins, I take it as a personal insult. Very personally. It is an insult to boxers around the world to watch Jake Paul get in there and pretend like he's a fucking boxer. I'm telling you. That's the problem, is you got guys just dying for the opportunity to be on that card. They would fight for next to nothing just to showcase their skill set. And then you got this dumb fuck coming in with no, and it's obvious if you watched it, no skills and abilities whatsoever. Footwork was sloppy. Looping ass punches. He's lucky he fought a 5-foot basketball player. Because if he had been fighting a legitimate boxer, he'd have got his ass whooped in under a minute. I promise you that. Promise you that. So it is insulting to boxers. And this is the problem with guys like him that think, well, I have a following. I can do whatever the fuck I want now. Meanwhile, boxers all over this country are just going, fuck, man. Now I got to go out and get 1 million YouTube fans just to be able to get an opportunity and a shot? It's disgusting. Brock Lesnar in MMA was pretty comical. Here's the thing, though, about Brock Lesnar in MMA. Because that is one of those things where you see guys like Brock Lesnar. The origins of MMA, when you go back to Pancrase and all these other things, you would have guys doing catch-as-catch-can wrestling. You would have guys crossing over from pro wrestling into Pancrase fighting and catch-as-catch-can and MMA and so forth before MMA was really what it is today. So you would have these guys crossing over back and forth because They had a legitimate wrestling background to begin with. Brock Lesnar was a legitimate wrestler. MMA is mixed martial arts. You don't have to just be a phenomenal striker to make it in MMA. You could be a karate fighter. You could be a jiu-jitsu specialist. You could be, and we can name all those. So I don't have a problem with Brock Lesnar coming in and fighting MMA because he had a legitimate wrestling background. Jake Paul don't have shit in his background that says he's a legitimate boxer. Jake the Snake don't have shit in his background that says he's a legitimate comedian. But Brock Lesnar was unstoppable in the NCAA in wrestling. He was a force. And that is a martial art. So to me, Brock, even though he was pomp and circumstance and showmanship in professional wrestling, I mean, he fucked people up. He fought the best of the best too. It's not like he went in and they were like, all right, Brock Lesnar, you're going to fight Mighty Mouse. And I was like, oh, this is easy. Snap. I'm a good MMA guy. He didn't do that. So it's not the same. So please, I mean, not that I'm a huge Brock Lesnar fan, because I hate that somehow, even when Michael Chandler doing his impression of the Nature Boy Ric Flair, like, I don't want to see mixed martial arts turn into professional wrestling, and that I'm hesitant. But if you come in and you prove yourself, which Brock Lesnar did, I have no problem with that. And your background and your pedigree says that you have those skills and abilities, I have no problem with that. So, look, y'all can say, oh, Jake Paul got a lot of run. You're talking about him. If you think this was all positive and rosy for Jake Paul, which the rant didn't start until 2:30. So let's not, or 2:15, 2:20. So it wasn't a solid hour. What else did I want to talk about? But since you guys are like, you just gave Jake Paul. All right, fuck it. Then I'll move on. If you guys just can't listen to a rant, I'll move on. Let's talk about the top wide receivers in football, because speaking of getting upset, someone getting your goat. So Gridiron asked some folks about their top picks for wrestlers. Jesus Christ. I'm still thinking about that bullshit. Wide receivers. They got DK Metcalf and Justin Jefferson to give them their top 5. DK Metcalf's top 5 was Julio Jones 1, DK Metcalf 2. He picked himself 2. DeAndre Hopkins 3, Devontae Adams 4, and then he threw in Diggs, OBJ, and AJ Brown 5 as a 3-way tie. Look, DK Metcalf had a hell of a year. I just feel like it's a bit conceited to throw yourself in there. When you look at the year that Devontae Adams had and the years that DeAndre Hopkins has put up in the NFL, I mean, it's almost, look, I get it. You should be proud of what you've done, DK Metcalf. You're a beast. You're a boss. But you're not better than DeAndre Hopkins and Devontae Adams after what you've done. It seems silly. And then over here on the right, Justin Jefferson's top 5 wide receivers. He's got Julio Jones 1, Devontae Adams 2. He put himself over DK Metcalf and DeAndre Hopkins. This just doesn't make any sense. Like, let's be real. We all know that the 3 best wide receivers in football, and you can pick your order, is Devontae Adams, Julio Jones, and DeAndre Hopkins. There's just no doubt about that. And look, Brandon Hannon's talking about D-Hop 6 touchdowns. Shit, look what he did with the Texans. It wasn't no different. But you're telling me right now, Brandon Hannon, if you're drafting wide receivers in fantasy or in real life football, D-Hop's not one of your 3 go-tos? Of course he is. So this is ridiculous that you would have D-Hop 3rd and 5th on this list. I mean, look, I think if you would have put Devontae Adams ahead of D-Hop and then DK Metcalf would have put himself 4th, I think you'd have been okay. Justin Jefferson making himself 3rd is just absolutely ridiculous. Yes, Devontae Adams had a boatload of touchdowns. I don't have all the stats in front of me. I mean, I can pull them up. But you guys, believe it or not, I'm not just hung up on the stats. We're talking about the skill sets. Because stats, it depends on the kind of offense you run. Is it pass-oriented? Is it run-oriented? The kind of quarterback that you have? Are they a prolific touchdown-throwing quarterback? Kyler Murray's not exactly lighting the world on fire. I mean, they were hot for a while there. There was talk of MVP. But that was the same thing with Russell Wilson. And look how the season ended. So a lot of that, but I'm talking pure skill set. I'm talking if you're picking wide receivers, forget fantasy. If you're just picking wide receivers for your Cal McNair and you get every NFL player and you're going to start off, they say, all right, you can pick from any team, anybody, but you have to start with wide receiver. And everybody's doing that. You're not picking DK Metcalf second and Justin Jefferson third. And we can even talk as Julio. What's going on with him? I think right now you're probably getting Devontae Adams and DeAndre Hopkins and then probably Julio Jones. But shit, I'll pull up the stats. I'm not opposed to that. Y'all know I'm a numbers guy. Let's do it. Let's just see where they landed. Because I'm curious. Because I don't know. I'm not pretending like I know. I don't know. So let's see where they landed. Let me share my screen here. Anyways, and while I'm doing this, I'll show you that D-Hop didn't really take it too kindly. He just hit him up with that Bye Felicia gif. He's like, what? This is foolishness. Y'all know goddamn well. I don't give a shit what Bill O'Brien traded me for. Y'all know damn well what I'm capable of. Incarnate said Barry's going to have to take a CBD gummy at the half to calm down. Alex, you raggedy bitch. Alex said, hey, are you guys going to talk Jake Paul? You know what? You kiss my ass, Alex. I tell you what, Alex, you and me, let's box. Fuck out of here. Stupid ass Jake Paul. Let me share my screen. Let's pull up regular season wide receivers. Shit, Travis Kelce's putting up more yards. So here's your yards. Diggs, Kelce, Hopkins, Jefferson, Adams, Ridley, Metcalf, Hill, Robinson, Waller. Damn. Where was Julio Jones in this bitch? Did he get hurt or something? Did I miss it? There he goes. 41st. Shit. Oh, he only played in 9 games. That's why. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at touchdowns. Again, not the definitive. Devontae Adams with 18. Tyreek Hill with 15. See, how is Tyreek Hill not top 5? How are we talking about this and Tyreek Hill is in top 5? Give me Mike Evans over Justin Jefferson every day of the week and then some. You got Travis Kelce. You got Robert Tonyan. You got A.J. Brown. Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, Marvin Jones, Darren Walker. There's a big old tie for 10. Let's look at receptions. Diggs, Hopkins, Adams, Waller, Kelce. Targets. Oh, nope, not 0. That's for sure. Diggs, Hopkins, Robinson, Adams. I mean, look, Travis Kelce's holding his own amongst the best receivers in football. And do we have to say, oh, look, you can only qualify at the wide receiver position? Travis Kelce is a pass catching machine. And it proves it. I mean, he's amongst those. So would it be crazy to include him in the top 5? I can't say that it would be. I don't know, but I understand D-Hop feeling butthurt about that. Seems kind of ridiculous that DK Metcalf and I appreciate the confidence. Don't get crazy. Also, humble yourself a little bit. Why would you include yourself in the top? If you came to me and was like, who are the top 5? Who are the top 5 fledgling YouTube fuckfaces on the internet right now? I wouldn't include myself in the top, even though I probably am one of the most fledgling of the YouTube fuckfaces. I still wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. Humble yourself a little bit. All right, we got to get to a break. This is a special break because today is the 1-year anniversary of the death of Kobe Bryant. So I I grabbed a video that just has some of the best, most Mamba moments of his career. So enjoy that. We're going to come back. And we still, what do I have? I still have some sports on the docket for you. I got a commercial for you. We need to talk about Adam Schefter talking about 18 quarterbacks. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll save it for tomorrow. And then we got pet peeves per state. We got Anthony Fauci is just living Gucci as fuck out here with all the money he's making. We'll talk about that. 13 bands you're not allowed to love, and people give you grief for loving them. I got some faves on this list, so we need to talk about all that and more. Right now, we're going to go to break. We're back in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Go grab a friend. Go smoke. Go poop. Go pee. I'll see you in 5.
I saw a clip today that I feel like I have to show you because I must know what your reaction to this is. So the Lakers had an 8-game losing streak. They beat the Celtics. Overtime, great. This is from after that game.
This got interesting. You come back before it's OT. You got the friends here.
You feel me? We back in the building. Y'all thought we was gone. My man Jay Lane was doing his thing. Jay Hill doing his thing.
Nick out there hitting his free throws. You know how he do it. You know, Jay Lane going to the basket like it ain't nothing to it but to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mike, man, you got a nice suit on today, too, man.
Appreciate that, Swag.
You got
Miss
that.
Wow.
Now, would that happen if you were there? Would there be a celebration? When I saw that, all I could think of was you. Hey, did you see the movie Whiplash?
That's a great segue.
Because
Jalen.
Oh, no. Hey, Cole, how you doing? How retirement treating you?
It's great, man. It's great. Just, you know, a little writing, a little investing.
Nice. So I don't know if you saw the thing on Twitter about your statue.
You know I don't pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah, I figured that. Me either.
A drink, Mr. Bryant? Yeah, I'll have a vodka martini.
How many olives would you like?
81.
Really?
Nah, man, I'm just playing. Just 2. Joke for him. He gets it.
Was the last one, the Achilles, and I'm saying it was the Achilles, not having confirmation from anybody.
But it certainly looked like it.
Yeah,
You and I looked at each other and we
looked
said
like it was the Achilles that gave him the problems, and you can see him walking off the floor.
He is literally on his last leg right now. Alternately, it has seemed to be his knee, his foot, his ankle, and now his Achilles.
Yeah, this time, I don't think he's going to be able to do what he did the last 2 times where he ran it off and was able to play with the pain.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not even really
going to shoot the free throws. He could barely make it to the free throw line. Bryant tonight with 32 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and he is hurting. But the Lakers down by 2, and they want him and need him at the free throw line. Got it.
Now after this free throw, I'm going to be very curious to see how he responds, not backpedaling or whatever he has to do to get to the other end, if in fact he gets to the other end before a foul maybe.
Made him. Lakers might foul. They might foul to get him out of the game. That's
they have to.
Yeah.
Matt Barnes doing that. Doesn't make any sense to me. Unless he thinks he can entice Kobe Bryant.
Dude, it's awesome.
Get him off the court, coach.
To seeing Kobe on the bench, there he is. Very unfortunate that he's not in the lineup. He wanted to match up against Dirk one more time. 17 years.
They battled each other. You have the two top active scorers. Right
now in the NBA, Kobe third all-time and Dirk sixth all-time. And in
Hey, welcome back to hour number 2 of Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Before we get into the second half of the show, I want to take a moment to tell you guys about Dan's Seafood and Wings. It is some of the best Asian, Latin, and Cajun-inspired seafood and wing recipes in H-Town. Hands down, you've got to try it. Do yourself a favor. Get out to one of the several locations that they have around town. They're on the southwest side off of South Gessner. The one I always go to is off of Uvalde Road. It's 18 Uvalde Road. Those two locations where you can find Dan's Seafood and Wings. And I'm telling you, I brought some home for Nora and I to try for the first time. And oh my God, it's amazing food. Their most popular items is the boiled spicy shrimp. Nora absolutely loved it. She said the spice was amazing. The shrimp was on point. They also have New Orleans barbecue shrimp, grilled platter. The lo mein is to die for. Francisco Abarca, one of your fellow deckheads, loves the lo mein from Dan's Seafood and Wings. I tried the wings and they are delicious as well. All made fresh, all delicious. Their original location was established in 2015, and then they added the Uvalde Road in location in 2018. Check them out on Facebook, Eat at Dan's 1, and go to Instagram, Eat at Dan's, or you can get online and see all their locations and menu and everything else at eatatdans.com. It's eatatdans.com. And while I have your attention, I'd like to tell you about Hemp Vita. Guys, I'm telling you, this gel from Hemp Vita is a lifesaver for Nora and me and so many of the other deckheads out there that have talked about problems. Joe Pro has mentioned how the gel was a lifesaver for his knees. Jen has talked about it being better than BioFreeze. KD talked about it being outstanding. I mean, the list goes on and on. The gummies from Hemp Vita will make you go night-night. They work for myself and so many other deckheads. Go check out the products from Hemp Vita. Go to hempvitacbd.com. If you're new to CBD, here's what you need to know about the Hemp Vita products. 1, all the cannabinoids, that's the CBD, organically grown in the U.S. 2, no THC. So you're not getting high and you're not going to fail a drug test because there's THC in the Hemp Vita products. That's not going to happen. They're dedicated to the all-natural wellness products that you're looking for. And if you don't know, Justin Swinford said the dog treats are clutch. They have products for your animals as well. All right. See you, Just Zoe. They have products for your animals as well. So if your dog is, thunder or gunshots, maybe you live in a bad neighborhood or fireworks, whatever it is, they have tinctures for your dog or cat. They have treats for your dogs as well. We got the tinctures for Oliver and it works. And so does the gummies, and so does the gel. So check them out, hempvitacbd.com. When you check out, make sure you put in promo code DECKHEAD15. That's promo code DECKHEAD15. You're going to save 15%. Thank you, Alex. Much appreciated. Thank you for being here. All right, let's get back to the show. Let's try it. Francisco said he was waiting on his gummies. I got some gummies coming to help my sleep better. I hope they work, man. I do. Because look, it's not going to be 100%, but I'll tell you right now, for me and Nora, the gel and the gummies, the only stuff I've really used. Now they had sunblock that I used, worked like a champ, but I don't know that I got any benefit other than I didn't get sunburn. But I don't know what benefit I would have got from the CBD, but the gel, I can't gloat about it enough how great it is. So I hope the gummies work. There's Joe Pro. He said Hemp Vita worked so good the first time it made me nervous. It's like magic. I love that. I love that it works and that you guys see the benefit from it. I really do. All right. Here we go. Rest of the show. What do I have on the agenda? Let's see here. I've got, we did Jake Paul. I don't even know that I had a thing for the quarterbacks. Now, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. So let's talk about, as you guys know, I mean, not a lot of stuff gets on my nerves. But there was this, I like to do the maps of stuff because I think that's interesting to see what different states rate at. So I came across this article on Zippia.com, which had each state's biggest pet peeves. I'm interested to see, one, chat, what is your biggest pet peeve? And two, which one of these surprises you? First of all, burping as a pet peeve, I just thought that meant people were gross. I had no idea that that was a pet peeve of people's. Slow internet seems to be the resounding winner of the pet peeve contest in America, followed closely by burping. Alaska is nail biting. That's weird. That's just a nasty habit that people have. I used to bite my nails. It's weird. Public displays of affection in Hawaii. So you're saying we can't have sex on the beach? Incarnate One's pet peeve is Jake Paul. Well done, my friend. That's a hell of a callback. That is a professional callback right there, folks. Just no surprise, in Texas, it's badly behaved kids. Not a COVID cough. Look, badly behaved kids, is that a pet peeve? I feel like a pet peeve is like people that tap on stuff. You know what I mean? Like people that do, or people that talk on their speakerphone. That would be my number one. How using a speakerphone in public isn't number one in all 50 states, I'll never understand. But if you use your speakerphone in public, I hope your pinky toenail falls off. You're an asshole and everyone hates your stupid face and your guts. It's weird. Look. Total Dallas. Let me tell you something. You, my friend, can pack up all of your belongings, put them in a nice case, put them in a box, secure it tightly, and then get you a one-way ticket to Fucksville. Dumb dick. People who don't tip or are rude to service staff. That's Penguin Katie's pet peeve. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Katie. Look, people that are rude to other people in the service industry it really gets my goat. Like, there's no reason to be like that. Unless they're rude to you first, and then you have carte blanche to be rude. But for me, badly behaved kids are annoying. Burping is just gross. I mean, you see slow internet, passive aggressive behavior. I mean, I guess. Littering, is that really a pet peeve? Littering's on here. Bragging, oh man, I'm the best at bragging. Traffic is on here. Laziness, I don't know, but it looks like you've got slow internet is 1, burping is 2, and badly behaving kids is 3. Those are the 3 top pet peeves, which my number 1 would be speakerphone. My number 2 would be people that crunch their food really loudly. Like if you're eating chips or anything crunchy, like just shut the fuck up. Stop eating crunchy foods. I need everybody just to stick to bananas, and that's it. That's a pet peeve of mine. There's a term for that where like the people that crunch their food gets on your nerves. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times Nora will be like, what do you want for dinner? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, how about we have hot dogs and chips? I'm like, cool. And then I'm like, fuck. Chips. Oh boy, it is a test of my will. And it's not like Nora's over there like a slob. Like she's just like, and I'm still like, oh my God. Ugh. Like it's not her, it's me. Legitimately, it's me. I used to have a job in the real world. I worked at Halliburton. I was a project manager at Halliburton back in the day. There was this dude. He wasn't in our department. He was from a different department. And we had these open cubes in our area because it was the PM group. It was all project managers around me. But we had these 2 or 3 cubes that were open. And this was at the time when oil was booming and Halliburton was having a hard time finding a location for these guys. So they took 2 of them and put them in the cubes next to us. And we were like, whatever, I don't give a shit. I didn't care until lunchtime. And then this dude, every day, this son of a bitch brought the crunchiest, loudest food. And he would just sit there in his cube. He brought carrots, chips, fucking celery. Oh my God. After about 4 days of listening to this dude at lunch crunch shit, I was just like, I'm going to lose my shit. I'm going to stab this dude with a pin if he doesn't fucking stop. It's that bad for me. I'm not lying. And look, I have a lot of petty behaviors. This is like murderous tendencies type shit, right? So I walk over to him on a Friday and he's sitting down to eat and he's got carrots and celery and I think a sandwich and a cookie. And as I walk by, he crunches a carrot. And I just was like, I snapped. I just stopped and I looked at him. I was like, hey, do you have any quiet food at the house you could bring for a week or so? Because it's super loud when you have lunch. And then I just fucking walked off. I just lost my shit for a moment. And the people in the cubes that know me were like, oh, fuck. Barry's losing his shit. Y'all swear to God, Monday through Friday, that motherfucker brought soups, sandwiches, fucking bananas, like it was the quietest. I didn't even know the dude was there. I guess he was like, fuck, that guy's a weirdo. He brought nothing but silent food. Now, I guess he could have slurped the soup, but goddamn, I just needed a break from the carrots and shit and the chips nonstop. So yeah, that's my big pet peeve. That and speakerphone person. If you talk on your speakerphone, if you're this motherfucker, by the way, I never understood the people that are like, they'll put you on speakerphone. They'll be like, hey, what's up? Yeah, And then they go to listen with the speakerphone on. So they'll be like, yeah, I told Cheryl and them that I wasn't even coming over. Yes, I told them, like, you're not going to give me gas money. I'm not coming. Like, and then they're on speaker. Why are you doing this? What are you doing? Speakerphone person in the bathroom, I'm going to act a fool. I'm going to tell you right now, if you get on your speakerphone in the bathroom, I'm grunting, farting. I'm trying to shit my pants. I don't care if I'm at the urinal. I'm going to try to shit my pants right in front of you and your guest. Oh, it's just the fucking worst. The absolute worst. Cheryl and them. Yes. Speakerphone people at the gym? I wouldn't know. I don't go to the gym. Look at me. Does this look like I know what goes on at the gym, CC? Come on. Donna said walking around the grocery store, like not paying attention. Oh, I know. It's the fucking worst. And I'll say something. I'm surprised I haven't been shot in public yet. Because I was like, hey, do you have headphones? They'd be like, no. Like, well, you should get some because it's annoying and rude. They're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, well, you're an asshole. I'm telling you, man. Yes, I'm with you on that too, Rev. Don't talk to me while I'm peeing. Oh my God. Even at the radio station. It's like, listen, I got my dick in my hands. Don't try to have a conversation with me when I got my dick in my hands. If I'm sitting on the pot and, I'm poops out, don't talk to me while poops out. Okay? No. It's the worst. I hate that shit. So that's the pet. What are your other pet peeves? Oh, Donna said people who can't social distance 6 feet. Oh my God. Justin Kill. Bro, don't do it. Yes, that too. Francisco. Fledgling YouTube fuckface shot at the grocery store for berating man on speakerphone. Story at 11. Film at 10. I'll do it. Nora fucking hates going in public with me because she knows if a kid is acting bad, I'll be like, hey, yeah. I'll give him my old grandpa shit. Yeah, hey, yeah. You don't get. Knock it off. I'll shush a kid. Shh, hey, knock it off. Now, you got to be careful because some parents will fucking murder you for shushing their kid. You got to pick your battles. But yes, I will call people out for their fucking rudeness in public. If we don't, then who? If not us, then who, people? These assholes cannot be allowed to continue their idiocy and rudeness in public and it go unchecked. This is how governments get overthrown. This is how. This is the downfall of society, people. We have to start checking rude people. Oh, yeah. Francisco said, I stare down the baby kids all the time. People who turn every song in the middle to another one. Who does that? Like, I get it if you don't like the song, but if you see me singing it, why the fuck do you change the fucking station? Sean said, people who start trying to have conversations at work first thing in the morning. Yes, Sean. Oh, my God. Could you give me 3 hours to just wake up? I just fought traffic. I'm in a bad mood. I need more coffee. Listen, Phyllis, I don't need you in my fucking ear. And then the copy machine. Shut the fuck up. I just want some coffee and some quiet. Phyllis, go sit down and shut the fuck up. And after lunch, I'll come by and listen to you spew your bullshit. Wow. Just people that just don't listen to the song. Why? You know what those are? Those are fucking DJs. I get so mad when a DJ, they'll like put on a badass song. You're like, oh shit, girl, that's my fucking jam. And then like you get through a half a verse. I'm like, Kid Capri, I want to choke the shit out of you, bro. Could you let 2 goddamn verses of the song play? He's all, Kid Capri. And then he's fucking running through songs. They get 2 lines out. He's like, next. God damn it. Jones said, shut the fuck up, Phyllis. Yes. People who drink Mike's Hard Lemonade. Oh, you raggedy bitch. Reverend said, people that come and point at my screen and fucking touch it. That is another good one. Don't listen. Don't. God damn it. You're already fucking standing close to me, and I feel like I could feel your dick on my shoulder, Frank. Back the fuck up some. You ever notice that guy that comes and stands at your desk and you're sitting here and he's like, so anyways, yeah, what? Huh? What? Let me see what you were doing. Like, bro, get your dick off my shoulder, Frank. And don't touch my screen. It's the worst. The worst. The only time that's okay is when you have a hot barber and she puts her titties on you. That's okay. Otherwise, don't stand that close to me. And definitely don't touch my goddamn screen. Such a good one, Rev. That is a really, really good one. Everyone at Walgreens just heard you tell Phyllis to shut the fuck up. What? Why are you on speakerphone, Francisco, you asshole? Hey, everybody, this guy has herpes. This guy over here in this Walgreens has the clap. No one come near this fucking weirdo. Don't tell me you have me on speakerphone in public. I will act a goddamn fool. Brandon Hannon said, lottery ticket guy at the gas station that doesn't leave the counter. Right? Oh, God. Brandon, that's another good one. Where he's like, let's see, I got this $3. Let me get a 14 and no offense, AR Platinum. This isn't you. Let me get a 14 and a 36. How much is the 7? How much? Whoo, shit. No, let me get a 14 and a 36 and a 53. Oh, that's a 5. That's a 5. Let me get a 13. What did I say? 13. Let me get a 14, a 30. You know what? Never mind. Let me get what are let me get the 27. That's $3, right? Yeah. Cool. Oh shit. All right, let me get that's like, bro, let me get you to get the fuck out the way because I'm trying to buy this goddamn bottle of Yoo-Hoo and get on the road. That is such a good one, Brandon. Yes. Francisco said, pet peeve, fledgling YouTube fuckface announcing to the entire store that I got the clap because I forgot my headphones and still want to support the show by watching. P. Jones said, yeah, man, lottery guy is top 5. Oh my God. So fucking annoying. Lottery ticket guy that actually bubbles them. Just get a quick pick. This is so good. Jumper said the dudes that tell a story somebody else told them about somebody else they knew. Do your own damn anecdotes. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's so good. Oh my God, Donna, I actually have a joke about this. She said the Subway customer asking what's in every sandwich. Oh no, that's not my joke. My fucking pet peeve at Subway is when the person that made your sandwich goes to ring you up and then they're like, what'd you have? Bitch, you just fucking made it. Like you and I just fucking, we went together for like 3 minutes. We were a couple. You remember? Like you were like, you want it toasted? You asked me 10 goddamn times did I want it toasted? And I never wavered. All 10 times I said yes. Like how the fuck do you not remember? Like you just made the sandwich. What'd you have? Are you fucking kidding me? That's ridiculous. For instance, could you imagine having to deal with the fucking lottery guys all day? Oh my God. Oh yeah. Sean, that's the other part of it. Multiple order guy at Subway. Two should be the limit. You get 2 fucking sandwiches. 2. You need more than that? You get in the back of the goddamn line. Don't be up there pulling out a fucking scroll. And then they always get on the phone. It's goddamn Phyllis. You know why? They send Phyllis to Subway because they don't like that bitch. And that's their only chance to get a break. They're like, is everybody hungry? Let's send Phyllis to Subway. That bitch will be gone for an hour. Hey, Phyllis, you want Subway? Yeah. Girl, you fly, we'll buy. Thank God she is gone. So there's Phyllis. Hey, guys, they said, do you want it toasted? They didn't listen. I don't know. Put Marquise on the phone. Did you want regular bacon or turkey bacon? Like, bitch. Get out of the line. Oh my God. These are so good. Jessica said, I actually fainted at a Subway because of a couple like this that didn't know what to order. I locked my knees. Jessica out here just falling the fuck out. Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst, man. Oh my God. Matt Boucher said, if you're going to do that, you better be a pro and know how to order multiples. Yeah, right? You're like, let me get 2 foot longs, 1 6-inch, 1 flatbread with wheat, and wheat. Let me get turkey on 2, bacon on 1, and just veggies on the third one. The veggies is going to be all oil. You can go ahead and put that up there. No chips, no soda. Like, yeah, get your shit together. Know what's going on. Brandon Hannah said, I'll fly you by. Yeah. That's how we used to do our Phyllis's. Hey, what's up, Frank? You want Subway? I'll buy you a sandwich. If you go, you gotta go. All right, fool. Yeah. No, we'll talk about it this weekend. Maybe I will come over. I'm fucking going over to Frank's house. You're a fucking idiot. Oh man, it's been one of them days. I knew I was in a mood too. Knew it. As soon as I saw fucking demonic late, I was like, fuck this whole goddamn thing. My boss loves to say, you fly, I'll buy. It is a very office thing to say. PK said, order online and pick it up like a civilized person. Now, this is, for me... I think I'm Phyllis at my job. Cece, are you always the one that's flying and they're buying? Yeah, they fucking hate your guts then, Cece. If you're the fly in the fly and buy scenario, they hate your guts. I just want everybody to know If you're not on the buy part of the transaction, yeah, you're the office asshole. I don't know what to tell you. Total Dallas said, I will drive to the other side of Houston if you're buying. I don't know if I'm doing all that. I don't know about that. I just thought they knew I was poor. No, they ate your fucking guts, CC. Jessica said they actually called a paramedic for my ass and had to tell them what's up. Ma'am, are you okay? What's wrong, ma'am? What happened? Do you have low blood sugar? Are you diabetic? No. That bitch took too long. I locked my knees up and passed the fuck out. It's fucking great, Jessica. Oh my God. Oh, Mark said, I think we've discovered today that our collective pet peeve is people. Oh, I've always said, Mark, the world would be a much better place without all the people in it. Oh my God, it would just be the best place to live. Jessica, that's great. Oh my God, this is so great. I love this, man. Oh, this is the best. So, hey, what up, Westling? Westling, you missed hour number 1 where Hug Dog was here. And we were talking about how much comics hate when people try to cross over into comedy, like the Jeremy Pivens and Jake the Snake Roberts of the world, and what an affront and how offensive it is that people think they can just do comedy because they're famous or have a following or whatever. And I likened it to Jake Paul being a boxer. So your 2 cents is always appreciated. Total Dallas said, if I'm going to buy zebra cakes and you're blocking all the little Debbies, I will murder you. Yo, yeah, listen, I don't fuck around when it comes to zebra cakes. I will slash your tires in the parking lot if you're in my way. Zebra cakes are the goddamn truth. Fact. Brandon has said, get that calls in before work saying he's going to be a few minutes behind getting donuts and coffee for everyone. Oh, is that I never did that. I just showed up late. I know, surprise you guys. I'd be late to work sometimes. What? Seems unlikely, right? Seems unlikely. Westing said everybody thinks comedy's easy until they try it. Oh, yeah. I can do that. You just get up. I'm funny. My friends think I'm funny. And then they get off stage. You're like, fuck. Yep. What about Mrs. Baird's apple pies? What about them? What do you like, vanilla ice cream in the missionary position? Who gives a fuck about a Mrs. Baird's apple pie? I couldn't think of a worse. It might as well. That is literally the broccoli of dessert. Mrs. Baird's apple pies. Jesus. Get your shit together, Jibby John. That is awful. God bless. Terrible. I question everything about you now just because you like those. Get your shit together, young man. All right, let's talk about Anthony Fauci, because I don't know if you guys know this, but Fauci is living Gucci AF. Fauci made $417,608 in 2019. Now, the reason it's 2019 is they are usually a little behind when it comes to federal employees and their income, because all federal employees' income is made public. It's public record. Fauci made $417,608 in 2019. When you compare that, he was the highest paid federal employee in the United States. He made more than the president by $17,608. Can you believe that? He made more than the vice president. He made more than Nancy Pelosi. He made more than a Supreme Court Chief Justice. And he made more than any House representative or senator. Pretty damn wild. They said he's on track to make something like $2.5 million over the next decade, or 3.2 or something like that. Fauci is balling out of control. But the thing is, Tony, Trump said he didn't take a dime. He's like, I didn't do that. No other politician can say that. Well, that's true. Credit where credit is due. Incarnate One said, ladies, Fauci is short. Does the 417K make him attractive? I think being a doctor makes him attractive, and being smart, I'd hit it. Yeah, kind of a shock though, right? And the thing is, when you consider he probably gets a raise like year over year because they do that with federal employees, unlike regular businesses where you're not going to get a cost of living raise. The federal government will usually do a cost of living raise. The crazy thing is I hope he made more in 2020, or at least he made the same, but now it's like, all right, now you've earned it. But he is the head of like 3 different things within the U.S. government. I'll read you what they are. He is the head of the National Institute for Health. He's the director of the National Institute for Health's National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease. And he is the current chief medical advisor to the president. So he had 2 different things that he was over. Plus, he's a doctor. Fauci made $3.6 million in salary from 2010 to 2019. And he's on par to make $2.5 million from 2019 through 2024. So 5 years, he's going to make $2.5 million. The dude is banking. But when you think about the amount of pressure on this man, does it seem worth it? At first you might say, yeah, but then could you imagine the amount of pressure that's on a president? And he's not even making as much as Fauci? Which, you wonder if Fauci just did that one time, right? Like they're all sitting around the table and Trump is like, I just say we tell everybody it's going to go away and then they'll believe us and then that's it. And Fauci's like, bro, you can't do that. It's not going to go away. What do you know? I make more money than you. You're fired. I would just love one time to be like, I make more than you. Not with all my other, nope, salary-wise, bitch, I make more than you. Shut the fuck up. I'm the smartest person in this room because I make the most money in salary in this room. Can you believe that? Nobody in federal government, not one single person. If you were in the room with Dr. Fauci, could you say you made more than anybody else in that room? And for the shit that he put up with, God bless him. So, I dig it. But he's balling. He's balling out of control. What time is it? It's almost 3:40. Okay. This should be enough time to get to this. I saw an article. Actually, you know what I want to do real quick? Before we get into that, I wanted to talk about this Budwiser commercial because I don't know if you saw this or not, but Budwiser is not going to be running a typical Super Bowl ad this year. They decided they are going to run an ad and they're going to spend money on it, but they're going to be a little bit more responsible. And their 90-second Super Bowl commercial is going to be about COVID, and they've already released it apparently. So I thought I'd download it and we'd watch it together. Now, I have not seen this commercial yet. So I don't know what's going to be in this. I'm probably going to get a copyright reprimand from YouTube, whatever. I'll delete it later. So if you're watching this later and there's no video that follows this, and YouTube was like, hey, you can't run that because Budweiser was like, that's our shit and it's copyrighted. So I just deleted it. So that's why it just went from here to something else. All right. But here's the Budweiser commercial that you can expect to see during the Super Bowl. Again, I haven't seen this yet.
The thing about America is we can do anything.
Love that song. Oh shit, I'm gonna cry.
Rooftops into mountaintops. We can turn boundaries into common ground. We can turn solitude into closeness.
Aww.
And screen time into playtime. Silent stadiums, let them hear the roar of history being written.
Historic 2020 NBA championship.
We turn waiting and waiting and waiting into dancing and dancing and whatever that is.
Was that Wesley?
Together, let's turn our strength into hope.
Nice. That was dope. That was dope. Good for you, Budwiser. You know, I've always wondered about that because it's not like people don't know Budweiser exists. How many people are you really converting, right? I feel like if you don't get kids when they first start drinking, and I don't mean kids, I mean adults that are able to drink, right? When they start drinking, I don't know of many people that switch when they're 30. Like, who watches a Super Bowl ad and is like, you know what? I goddamn love Clydesdales. Fuck this Coors Light. I'm going Bud Light from now on. I didn't even know they had beer. I had no idea it existed. Never tried it. Didn't know it. But now I see these horses taking care of this puppy dog and they're out in the field playing soccer. Fuck yeah. Give me a Bud Light. Fuck pouring out my Coors Light right now. I just never understood how it worked if it did. Like, do these commercials really convince people to change their mind? And if it's about brand awareness, who watching the Super Bowl doesn't know Budweiser exists? I mean, are you marketing kids? Because that would be pretty shitty. Hey, well, there's a 10-year-old that doesn't know about this, but we run an ad. We can plant the seed now. It just seems weird to me. I know advertising is a necessity for all businesses, but I've always just wondered, does it do some of these? Like, look, I get it if you're running, GoDaddy. Not everybody knows what GoDaddy is or why it exists or whatever like that. So you're spreading the word about what you do and you're introducing your product to people. But everybody knows. If you've been watching football all year, you definitely know Budweiser exists. I don't know. It just seems weird. It just seems like a waste of money. So I say all that to say I'm excited and I'm proud of Budweiser that they have decided, you know what, instead of spending all this money on an ad for brand awareness, there's probably not going to, other than the clout of having a Super Bowl ad, what are we gaining from it? They're actually being responsible corporate citizens. They're actually being responsible Americans. Saying, let's raise awareness. Let's talk about vaccines and why it's important and the safety of them. And let's talk about the need to get vaccinated and wear a mask and that this is a real thing. And I'm here for it, man. I love it. I wish more people did it. I do. I wish more people were aware enough to go, you know what? They know who we are. So props to Bud Light. Even if you think it sucks, you have to admit they're doing the right thing. And I happen to like it. But I'm not one of those guys. I'll drink a Miller Lite. I'll drink a Bud Light. I'll drink a Coors. I don't give a fuck. Now I drink mostly Dos Equis because Nora started drinking it. And I was like, well, fuck it. I end up buying 2 kinds of beer. So I drink Dos Equis. I'll drink Shiner. I don't give a fuck. A lot of y'all trip the fuck out over your beer. You're like, no, Miller Lite or I'm not drinking. Okay. Donna said, so no Coke and no Pepsi either? Interesting. Well, now they are saying that, and I meant to get to this yesterday and we didn't. They're only selling 22,000 tickets to the Super Bowl. 7,500 of those are going to go to frontline medical workers who have been vaccinated, that they're going to fly in and let go to the Super Bowl for absolutely free, which I think is amazing. Props to the NFL. But tickets to the Super Bowl right now are going for over $20,000 on like StubHub or SeatGeek or whatever it is. That's the cheapest you could buy there. What? That just seems like it's just ridiculous to me. It just seems absolutely stupid. I mean, like, I know that it's limited and supply and demand and all that shit. If you have $20,000, think about this. If you have $20,000 to spend on a ticket to the Super Bowl, 1, congratulations, you have a lot of money. 2, think about what that $20,000 could do for a homeless person or a homeless shelter or a food bank. Like, we have got to get our shit together as people and stop spending money like that on stupid shit. The fuck, man? I don't know. I just every time I see a politician spend $19 million on a campaign, fuck you. You know what that just so we can not vote for you because we're already decided. I'm a Democrat. I don't give a fuck. I'm Republican. I don't give a fuck. You're right, D-Mata. Rich people don't care. And I promise you all this. I promise every single one of you this. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't drive a nice car. I wouldn't buy a nice house. If I'm ever rich, I'm going to be responsible. Because there are so many people that could use the help. And now, I guess it's unfair to me to say that because who knows that they may already be donating $20,000 to a food bank. Which is great. But I think at the same time, who sets the value of the price for the Super Bowl? Who decided that it was worth that? It's just amazing to me. Exactly. Chicken Joe Clark said you could buy some goddamn land with $20,000. Go get some property. It's just ridiculous, man. I just don't understand who's doing what. Francisco said, if I'm rich, we all eating. That's kind of how, I mean, I can't, the people that are close to me for sure. I mean, we ain't all eating. Look, I ain't trying to brag, but this show will get 250 views. I ain't spreading it that thin. Right? Penguin Katie said, do you know how many litters we could prevent with 20K? Yeah. Exactly. It's crazy the money that we waste. And then we look around and go, ugh, why are there so many homeless people here? Look at all these stray dogs running around. Ugh. Ugh. But we'll spend $22,000 on a ticket to the Super Bowl. Unbelievable. Pretty crazy, folks. Pretty crazy. All right. We got about 10, 15 minutes left. And I got to talk about this because I'm not embarrassed to tell you straight up right now, looking you in the face. I like Creed. Not the movie. The band. Yeah. And Nickelback. And if you don't like that, I would like to invite you to go fuck yourself. Because there's nothing wrong with Creed and Nickelback. I don't give a shit what the people have told you. There's nothing wrong with it. It's good quality music. But there was an article that came out that was actually not even about that. Somebody did a cover of Nickelback's song. They did it to a sea shanty. Maybe I can play it. I might get a copyright strike. I don't give a fuck. Like, really? Like, it's going to be the first one? Oh, I'm sorry, YouTube. Fuck off. Here we go. This is the sea shanty that somebody... Let me move my mic over here. Now it's going to break. Fuck. Oh. This is the sea shanty that somebody played, or that somebody did to Nickelback. You ready? This was on the talk. This is on the Tickety Talk. You ready? Here we go. Let's see. I hope you guys can hear this. Check it out.
Hey, this is Rob from the Lottery Winners. Let's see if we can give this a go.
We all just wanna be big rock stars, living hilltop houses, driving 15 cars. The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. We all stay skinny cause we just won't eat, and we'll hang out in the coolest bars and the VIPs with the movie stars. Every good gold digger's gonna wind up there, every playboy bunny with the bleached blonde hair. And hey, I wanna be a rock star.
Okay, famo. Ain't mad at you. Now, they made that, and then the article went on to talk about 13 bands that other people make you feel bad about listening to. Now, some of these I'm not a big fan of, but I maybe downloaded one of their songs from Napster before. A few of them I've never fucking heard of. But let's give it a go. Let's see what bands you're not allowed to listen to because the public said so, and fuck those people. Here we go. Limp Bizkit. Raise your hand if you've owned a Limp Bizkit song. Whether you downloaded it illegally from Napster or you bought the single or whatever. Yeah. Rolling, 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 roll. Keep rolling, rolling. Huh? Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Yeah. Yeah. I fucking rocked out to Rolling by Limp Bizkit. I don't give a shit. Don't at me, hoes. Thank you, Richard Vales. Thank you for owning it. Ain't nothing wrong with Limp Bizkit. Nickelback. Give a fuck. I'll sing Photograph all goddamn day and night. Look at this photograph. I'll sing it. I don't give a shit. Black Veil Brides. No idea what the fuck that is. No clue. No idea what Black Veil Brides is, but they're on the list. Bullet for My Valentine. No idea who that is. My Chemical Romance. I mean, I know who that is. I've heard of them, but Poison. All right, y'all ain't cool. I mean, Poison was the shit back in the day. Now, current Poison maybe, but back in the day, there wasn't nothing wrong with liking Poison. Good Charlotte. Okay. Creed. See, I'll fuck with some Creed. Arms Wide Open. I'm here for it. CC said, I'm here for Poison all day. Thank you, CCC. Justin Swinford said, Bullet for My Valentine is litty. Another one said, this is the music of middle-aged white guys. You watch your tongue. Another one. Five Finger Death Punch. I know my buddy Connor Hogan loves him some FFDP. I don't even know if they abbreviate it like that. I just feel like that would be the thing if you were trying to be cool. You're like, hey, bro, dude, you down with the finger? Yeah, bro, I'm down with some DP. What? No, Death Punch. Oh. Five Finger Death Punch. Those guys look scary. There was Striper. Get the fuck out. Now, look, if you're a Striper fan, you're an idiot. Stained? Oh, my God. Why is Stained on this list? I'm not going to say I love Stained. I like one Stained song. But that one song, I sing that son of a bitch in the car. That is on my ultimate. Like, I have all kinds of playlists. I have like my jams playlist. I have like hip hop jams playlist. I have my 80s jams playlist. And then I have my all-time favorite jams playlist. And it's not even the best songs of all time. It's the songs I like to sing to in the car. That's really what the all-time jams playlist is. Stained is on there. Evanescence is on there. Taylor Swift is on there. Katy Perry is on there. Miley Cyrus is on there. And if you talk shit about Evanescence, I will come through this fucking screen and fight you raggedy bitches. Evanescence is the truth, and that bitch can sing. So y'all can all suck it. Papa Roach. All right, you're a fucking weirdo. Worse? Stained is awesome. If you don't like Stained, fuck you. Mark said Stained's first album, Dysfunction, is awesome. Like I said, I really only know the one song. What is the one song? I don't know, whatever it is. Evanescence, though, man, she can fucking sing. And my favorite is Call Me When You're Sober. That's on my all-time jams list for singing. I'll put on Evanescence in the car and sing like I'm on goddamn America's Got Talent. I'll sing the shit out of some Evanescence. I don't care. All right, back to the list. Puddle of Mud. I can't say that I know who Puddle of Mud is, but okay. And then Fall Out Boy. Here's the problem. Like, I think Fall Out Boy and Good Charlotte and My Chemical Romance. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, because I'm an old guy. Correct me if I'm wrong. But aren't those considered like punk now? Isn't that what punk music is considered? I could be wrong. But I feel like what genre is Good Charlotte? What genre is Good Charlotte? It's punk. Sum 41, Blink 182, Good Charlotte. Wow. Yeah, now see, Katie said those are peak emo bands. And that's what I thought it was emo. But there's like punk and then there's emo punk. Goddamn, I'm on punk. There's rock, alternative rock, post-grunge, emo, pop rock, skate punk, punk rock, pop punk, dance punk, heavy metal, power pop, and rapcore. What the fuck? Do we need this many genres? I don't get it. That's a lot of different genres. Margie said none of those are actually punk. It's just what edgy white emo kids want to be punk. I get that. Because to me, punk is like Black Flag, Sex Pistols, the Dead Kennedys, the Butthole Surfers. Like that was punk back in the day. The Circle Jerks. Thank you. That was punk. No, Nirvana wasn't punk. Who else? The Meat Puppets. That's punk. That was punk shit. Not this fucking Good Charlotte. Green Day. Green Day ain't fucking... They say Green Day is punk. That shit ain't punk. I remember, like, when back in my one phase of skateboarding for like a year in 7th grade, I was like, I'm gonna beat Tony Hawk. They were like, bro, you're not even Tony Chicken Hawk. Sit the fuck down. Like I wasn't a good. Once I got on I wanted to be a skateboard pro. You know what I mean? And then my mom bought me a Nash. I was like, Mom, God damn it. Nobody rolls around on a Nash. This is for punk bitches. Nobody rolls a Nash, Mom. There was one, it started with an R. I don't remember what it was called. But anyways, you didn't fucking roll a Nash. So I wanted to be a skateboarder. And me and my friend Jeff Leach, we were just rocking out fucking, you one of them skater dudes that gets laid every day? Like, yeah, bro. Fucking skater. Ollie. Fucking... I could do like 3 things on a skateboard. I was not good at it. But I wanted to fucking be a skateboarder. I used to buy the, what was the magazine for skaters? Thrasher. Oh, God. I used to buy, don't you know? I don't know why I went fucking back to I used to buy Thrasher. Tony Boom Boom Hawk. Yes. Tony Boom Boom Hawk. So here's when I quit. Kind of like my diving story. Like I was like into diving. And then the one time that my diving coach was like, let's do a 2.5 off the low, Laminack. And I was like, all right. And then I fucking landed on my stomach and busted all the blood vessels and was like, no, I quit diving. That's not for me. I'm done. See you. And I fucking left. I had my skateboard and we went to the only guy in the neighborhood that had a half pipe. His parents were the fucking coolest. And he built an entire half pipe in his backyard. Full, like, regulation pro half pipe. And I get up on the top and they're like, all right, Barry, you got to drop in, bro. This is what skaters do. And I'm scared of heights. And I'm looking. And I'm like, okay, you can't cry in front of all these people, Laminack. Get your shit together. They're like, Barry, go. And I'm like, I'm going. And I just was like, I can't do it. And I just fucking threw the skateboard down and I got on my back and I shimmied to the edge and I just slid so slowly and sadly on my clothes just down the half pipe until I just stood up and then I just got my skateboard and I left. And I never fucking skated again. I was like, I can't do it. It sucked. I'm a puss. What can I say? It's 3:59. So, look, started a little late, but normally I wrap it up at 3:55 and close out the show. So here we are. Wow, there's a blasphemy past power Peralta. I don't even know what the fuck that is, but I remember it. Please hit the like button on the way out, like Aaron J. Bryan said. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that as well. I would very much appreciate it. If you had a good time, tell a friend. Come back. Here's some confetti just because. Fuck it. Hey, tomorrow's a Whisper Wednesday. Don't forget that. I'll have 2 more cute animals from Special Pals for you guys to go and adopt. Until then, you guys know what I need you to do. I need you to get on YouTube and tell Jake Paul to shut the fuck up. But I also need you to be safe and be kind. And most importantly, love each other. See y'all tomorrow. Daddy's making a YouTube video!